We continue now with the lighting of our Shabbat candles, and I invite you to ready your candles as we join together in the blessings for this kindling of the Shabbat lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehatlik ner lehatlik ner shel Shabbat.
And now taking up our cups of wine or grape juice, we continue with Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon inchilanu Zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziyat mitzrayim, kivanu v'chatav yotanu kidasha mikol hamim. V'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. L'chaim. We welcome Shabbat in the form of a Shabbat bride. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Let us sing this song of welcome to the bride. We greet Shabbat. Joyce, we need you to unmute yourself.
Sorry. Take two. Tova Tehila. Lai 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 Lachadodi. Lai 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 Likrat Kala. Lai 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 Penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat Nekabela. Boi Veshalom Ateret Bala Gam Besimcha Uvtola Tochimune Am Segula Boi Chala Boi Chala Lai 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 Lachadodi. Lai 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 Likrat Kala. Lai 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 Penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat Nekabela.
We'll continue with Chatzi Kaddish. I invite you to rise in your heart or rise in your place as you choose to. Yikada v'yikada Shemei Rabba V'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon ochayei dechol Beit Yisrael bagala ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם לעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח יפאר וירומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מנחו וחטא ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה נמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
Lai
continue with Mariv Aravim, praying together. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, B'chochma Poteach Sha'arim, Uvitvuna Mishane Itim, Umachalif Et Hazmanim, Umisader Et HaKochavim, B'mishmerotehem Barakia Kirtzono, Bore Yom Valayla, Golel Or Mipne Choshech, V'choshech Mipne Or, Uma'avir Yom Umevi Laila, Umavdil Ben Yom Uvein Laila, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo. El Chai V'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Ata Adonai, Amariv Aravim. And together in the English we read, our mouths are filled with praise for the one who brings on the evening. For we have faith and trust that the light of day will also be recreated in the morning. Life without integrity is like loosely hanging threads, easily fraying from the main cloth. While in acts of piety we learn to understand that every instant is like a thread raveling out of eternity to form a delicate tassel, we must not cast off the threads, but weave them into the design of an eternal fabric. Each day points to eternity. The fate of all time depends upon a single moment.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך בכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen. I'd like to ask us to each just take a moment now to pause and to reflect for yourself. What does freedom mean in your life, in the life of a community, a nation, the world? Let's pause for a moment.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסיף אלי, נורא תהילות אוסיף אלי, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מלכות טהרה ובניך, חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסיף אלי, נורא תהילות אוסיף אלי, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
And we continue now with our prayer that asks for God to spread a Sukkot Shalom, a Sukkah of peace over us, to protect us, to guide us, to shield us as we go from day into night, and we pray in the morning from night back into day.
השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu
We continue now with these beautiful words from Abraham Joshua Heschel. It is a wonder to think about how Shabbat is, we say, this foretaste of heaven, that Shabbat is a hint of what is possible when the world reaches that kind of perfect state, when we solve all the problems that face us in our lives and in the world around us. Then it's as if every day can become Shabbat. And so it is that wonder when Shabbat arrives each and every week, that we kind of have this sense that we could be getting a taste of what can come. And on the flip side of it, when Heschel says that eternity utters a day, he also is reminding us that eternity, while lasting forever, is built one day at a time. So with this Shabbat could be the first day of an eternity of Shabbatot. So let us sing. I invite you to read with me this Magen Avot V'Imachot prayer that summarizes the whole of the Tefillah, the whole of the Amidah, in one flowing offering. Let us praise Adonai, source of knowledge and light, from whom we draw wisdom and insight. Let us savor the fullness of each and every day and fill our souls with the treasures of Shabbat. And let us appreciate these distinctions, sacred from profane, charity from greed, purpose from drift. Let us affirm our covenant as God's people. Let us honor those who study Torah. Let us uphold the truth of ongoing revelation. Let us celebrate the glory of our tradition and draw refreshment from the well springs of prayer. Let us respect tradition and encourage creative faith. And let us dress ourselves in the garments of God, compassion for the needy, embrace of the stranger, and then spread the canopy of peace over all the world. On this Shabbat, may each of us draw sustenance from the Holy One of blessing, as we seek truth, as we seek light, as we seek peace. May the one who calls us to unity in the fullness of life and love unite us all.
Shalom Rav Ol Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Ol Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Adahu Melech Adon L'cho HaShalom. Ki Adahu Melech Adon L'cho HaShalom. Shalom Rav Ol Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Ol Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Ol Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Ol Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
And we continue now with a minute or so of silent prayer, offering in silence the prayers of our hearts.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen.
continue now with our prayers for healing as we call to mind all of those who struggle with illness, all of those who have been stricken locally and across our community, our state, our entire world with the coronavirus. And we continue to call to mind all of these members of our community, members of our congregation, friends, loved ones, people whom we personally care for and people whom we care for in our hearts, those who are in need of healing from diseases of the mind, the body. We pray that each and every one of them may find God's healing presence in coming days and weeks. And let us be reminded that we can be God's partner in bringing healing by reaching out with a friendly call, a word of comfort, a word of support. So let us sing together the Mishaberach for Refuah Shlema, the setting by Debbie Friedman. And let our prayers be heard by the Holy One from whom healing and blessing flows. And we continue now with the Aleinu as we move into our concluding prayers.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה לו יוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגוייך ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה. שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו ושמו אחד.
Come now to our mitzvah of memory as we remember those who have died in recent days and weeks on this Shabbat. We are particularly aware of the passing this week of and the mourning the loss of Faye Fuldauer, mother of Jonathan Fuldauer and Debbie Rodriguez. And this week we also said farewell to our beloved Gert Dabowski, who meant so much to us and served our community so ably over the years. Mother of Richard, Jack, and Gail. We continue to observe Shloshim for Robert Elbaz, loved one of Lenny Englander and Ellie Curtis, and Donna Shevitz, mother of Samantha and Lindsay Shevitz. And on this Shabbat, we remember Beatrice Asher, Louis Bogorski, Joseph Broidy, Abraham Brown, Neil Crystal, Ruth Dickman, William Dimmenstein, Jack Feist, Margot Frankel, Arthur Fromkes, Jack Geldbart, Flora Gordon, Morris Gorman, Henry Louis Halprin, Diane Dimmenstein Harris, Harvey Hertz, Lester Herzog, Oscar Maurice Israel, Sarah B. Kaplan, Frida Langbein, Morris Meckler, Sophie Minkow, Gail Adrien Mullen, William Morris Raymond, Sylvia Rosen, Samuel Sakel, Michelle Schliffstein, Herman Schwartz, Sarah Silverberg, Louis Silverboard, Sarah Silverstein, Elizabeth Siskovic, Jane D. Spilkey, Abraham Spivak, Merlin Sugarman, Jacob Van Straten, Minnie Van Straten, and Louis Zeimer. I would ask if any of you are observing a yahrzeit that was not on the list I read aloud, or are observing a period of mourning, the year of mourning, and would like to say that name aloud wherever you may be. I invite you to do so at this time, as we continue now supporting all those who mourn, families, friends, and loved ones, saying the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei almaya, Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu. Le'elam min kol b'yarchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran b'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlam araba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Before we finish our service tonight with the singing of Yehilul Ratzon, just a couple of updates. One is that when we are finished with our service, if you are so inclined to stay around for a little bit of Shabbat Shalom Zoneg, and you want to get in the zone, so to speak, or the Zoom egg and get in the Zoom, just stay put where you are. Stay in the webinar, and a few minutes after the service is over, we will promote you all up to panelists and give you the ability to show yourselves and share your voices so that we can visit and create a little bit of online community together tonight. That's one piece of news. Piece of news number two is that, excuse me, tomorrow morning our Shabbat service celebrates the calling to the Torah as a bar mitzvah of Cole Goldenberg, and we are very much looking forward to celebrating that. So we hope that you might choose to join us, and the information about how to be part of that service came out in today's communication for your Shabbat connections. Next week, we are celebrating another bar mitzvah, as Jacob Diner will be called to the Torah. And we are trying a slightly different experiment about connecting next Shabbat morning with pre-registration for that service. We are moving towards our high holidays and figuring out ways that we can be in a Zoom meeting format for our high holiday experiences. So if you are so inclined to join us next Shabbat, then just get in touch with Tova during the week, or with me, and we'll let you know what you need to do to register for next Shabbat morning, and that's next Saturday, to join us for that Shabbat service. And finally, next Shabbat begins the month of Elul. It's the beginning of Elul. We're going to be sending out some information about Elul, but with next Shabbat, we start a new round of Shabbat services taken from Mishkan Halev, which is the Sanctuary of the Heart. It is our movement's prayer book for the month of Elul, the special Shabbat services. So our visual tefillah will look a bit different, and our services will take a different kind of a emphasis as we begin the formal process of the 30 days leading up to Rosh Hashanah, and start preparing ourselves individually and as a community for the important work of the High Holy Days. And during the month of Elul, during some of our services, we are hoping to be able to have some sacred conversations, some important conversations during our services about some of the matters of the soul and spirit that are important to be thinking about at this time of year. So we hope you'll be planning to join us, and just keep your eyes on all of the e-communication that Kendra so effectively and efficiently puts out, that will tell you more about services and how you can stay connected during the month of Elul as we get ready for the High Holy Days. So please do join us, and that is really all I have to share with you, I think, tonight by way of announcements. There's tons more going on. It's it feels like it's the summer is truly coming to an end, and just like it always does, life at the temple is gearing up. For some of us, it's never geared down, but it's definitely gearing up again. And so we hope that you're ready to get geared up with us and stay connected even while our building is closed. There's still lots to do and lots to be part of as part of the temple community. So let us sing Yehi Ratzon. Joyce, thank you again for your music tonight. Beautiful as always. And let's sing together, and then let's stay on for the Zoneg.
Yehi Ratzon Imrefi Vehegyon Libi Fanecha. Yehi Ratzon Imrefi Vehegyon Libi Lefanecha. Adonai Turi, Adonai Turi, Adonai Turi. Adonai